doing another interview and I thought, I'm going to check in and see how everybody's doing. So when you do sign in, please let me know where you're watching from and I'll say hello because I always like to see where you guys are watching from. Somebody brought it to my attention that I don't talk about my book enough. So before my next book comes out, I wanted to tell you about this book because I've written a new book called Killer House, and it's all about toxic mold and my story. And if you want to find out more about that, you can go to killerhouse.org. I don't have that on here, but I do have the lower third for this, which is 4 Minutes to Happy. You can get that on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. And I have a new book coming out called Killer House, probably not for a month or so. I'm going to self-publish it and make it available for you because, it's really sad that so much is going on in the world, obviously. And on top of that, we have to be in homes that may be contaminated with toxic mold, which is making us sicker and sadder. So, hey, Brent McCain, how are you? Hey, I'm so glad that you're here. Daryl's here. Carl Miller. Would it be Miller Carl or Carl Miller? I'm so glad that you guys are popping in. Thanks so much for joining me. It's like, hey, Brent, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Good afternoon to you. So I just wanted to say hello and see how you guys are doing. Brent and everyone else, if you don't know, I have a new show on Real America's Voice every Sunday at 10 a.m. It's called Faith and Freedom. And I just did kind of like in the podcasting world, like if somebody does my show, then okay, I'll do yours too. So this Sunday, I have a guy named Chris Eriks, and they call him Baby Trump. And he's going to tell you all about his story. I just did his podcast, and that's why I'm like, I'm sitting here. I might as well go live to talk to my people. And so he's going to be on my show Sunday, 10 a.m. on RealAmericasVoice.com. RealAmericasVoice.com, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. And you can go to Rumble or RealAmericasVoice.com and look at the different interviews that I've had. And it's called Faith and Freedom. So check it out. I'd be so excited. But yeah, somebody was talking about, I didn't know you wrote a book. And I'm like, yeah, I've written. Okay, so this was I don't know, was this my first book? I think this was the first book that I co-wrote with Ted called Kill It and Grill It, Wild Game Cookbook. Dude, we need to do another one. And that is on my list of things to do. Oh, I just happened to open up to my favorite recipe in this book. Just happened. Coca-Cola stew. So I got this idea from when we were in Africa. We've been to Africa maybe a dozen times. And I'll never forget watching them. They would dig a pit, start a fire, dig a pit where the ashes were, and then put this big white pumpkin, big squash, take off the top and the seeds and everything, and put meat and cream and vegetables and potatoes and Coca-Cola, put the top back on this big squash, cover it back up, wrap it in tinfoil, then cover up the ashes back up on top of it and basically cook it all day. So I just happened to open to this. Crazy. Awesome. Carrots, onions. Oh, sweet chutney. 1 jar of sweet chutney. That probably. Yeah. I have one venison backstrap, 2 cans of Coca-Cola, 4 to 6 potatoes, carrots, onion. Yeah. Cool. So I wrote that book, co-wrote it with Ted. We do need to come out with that. Then I wrote this one, Married to a Rock Star. Talk about some difficult situations that not only me, but many, many, many other people have had in their relationships. And then I wrote this one, 4 Minutes to Happy, and you can get this on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. This book is still available on Amazon.com. This one is not. I mean, I believe there are a few copies, But I basically bought back the rights from the publisher, Lions Press. They asked me, we're going to throw it away. We're going to throw the files away. Do you want them? I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. So I bought back the rights. I was with the intention of maybe coming out with a second version, which is a lot. I might as well just write a whole new book. So maybe that there are a few couple of copies available, but I think it goes right to the publisher. And if they are expensive on Amazon.com, it's not me. It's because there's not a lot left available. This book is available at 4 Minutes to Happy. These are tips and tricks, things that you can do in just a few minutes of your day, pockets of your time. Because the number one thing that I hear from people, I've been a group fitness instructor for more than 40 years now. Number one thing I hear from people is that I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to eat healthy. I don't have time. Do you have 4 minutes? Yes, you do. So I'm going to, these are little things that you can change your mindset. One of the things that I was talking about with Chris, who again, he's going to be on my podcast Sunday on my show on Real America's Voice, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's called Faith and Freedom. Really great guy, really amazing guy. Very faith-filled. But one of the things that I talked about on his podcast just now is, there's so much going on in the world, obviously. And how do you destroy a country without having to go to war with them? You destroy a country from the inside out, which is maybe what they're doing, maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally. But the same thing goes for our bodies. How do you get healthy from the inside out? And that means your mind, body, and spirit also. So I talk about things in this book, and I'm writing a book right now called Wildly Well. That's probably going to be out in the summer, but Killer House should be out in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Just depends. I'm self-publishing it. Probably will self-publish Wildly Well as well. But I talk about things that affect your mind, your emotional state, because you can look great in a bikini or a Speedo. You can look awesome. You can spend hours in the gym, but maybe you're not happy. And you can't be truly healthy if you're not happy. You see those people that, you look at them and like, how do you get so much energy? And how come you're always happy? What are you doing? There's a method to the madness. I'm not always happy. And I'm not always healthy, and I haven't always been. I know that being healthy and happy are way better than being sad and unhealthy. And I've had experience with all of those things. So anyways, I am sharing all of that stuff with you because, I feel like some of the trials and tribulations that we go through is an opportunity for us to talk about it and help other people who have, and I know Brent McCain has been on a few of my online programs that I've had. And I believe that if Brent can, and Kevin Scholl, who's on here now too, I believe that it can help other people when we talk about those things. So, Nancy, I did not know that. I didn't even know that. Nancy says Real America's Voice has a phone app and you can watch it. I didn't even know that. And I didn't know you could also watch the whole show on Rumble. Like, they should probably tell me, shouldn't they? So you can watch on realamericasvoice.com on your phone. What? All right, guys. Oh, hey, Janet, how are you? Janet's been in a couple of my programs too. So checking in from California, I'm going to say hello to some people. I did not plan this. Wow, I can actually see that my glasses match my shirt. I absolutely did not plan that. I promise you. I literally, if I go to my drawer, any drawer in my home, are you like me? I got a couple glasses everywhere. I got readers everywhere. So I did not plan. These just happen to be the glasses that are in my, okay. So, Dale, I'm so sorry. We lost 2 of our adult children to fentanyl. Our daughter was 5 months pregnant. On my show last week, I talked to America's Sheriff, Mark Lamb, and he lost his son and his grandson, and I believe his future daughter-in-law, but he lost some of his family members, and I'm so, so sorry. I am so sorry. What this country is doing, I hesitate to say what I'm about to say because I'm going to get bumped off. I'm going to get banned, which is a shame. I actually went to college to be a journalist. I went to, at one point, I was at University of Florida School of Journalism and Communications. That's what I wanted to do. And in journalism, you're supposed to present both sides of a story. You're supposed to tell the good and the bad, or, put everything out there and let the people decide. Since when can we not talk about natural immunity or the fact that our border is not closed, even though they say it's closed? Since when can we not have an opposing opinion about, I'm going to choose my words, the first month of the year? Okay, I'm going to let some time go back. The first month of the year and the sixth day. And I think this is what got me bumped off the other day when I was talking about this. Do you guys remember Pig Latin? Okay. Uckertag Arlson K. That's the only way I can get away with saying it on here. Watch me get bumped off. But I can talk about it on my Real America's Voice show, which is why I ended up going there. But since when can't we show a different side? The first month of the year and the sixth day had a commission, and they showed only one side. They didn't interview people who had opposing points of view, who were there that day and saw things, who were part of the police, the Capitol Police, and saw things. They weren't interviewed. Why is that? Don't get me started. Okay. Let's move. I got to move on because I'm going to get myself in trouble here. Okay. I do the chat. Oh, you do? I didn't even know there was a chat. Thanks, Kevin. They should tell me these things. I'm so glad. Do the chat. Everybody go to realamericasvoice.com and do the live chat. What? I'm so glad. Okay. Hello from Pennsylvania. I am so glad that you're here. Yes. Okay. Rav, Real America's Voice, Greg, does rebroadcast the show. If you go to realamericasvoice.com right now, you'll be able, I'm the last show listed. So on the top where there's a black border on the top, or you can click on shows. I'm the last show listed because I think I'm the most recent one. You can click on that and you can see each individual segment that I've done, where I interview Sheriff Mark Lamb, where I interview Ted, where I interview Kirk Cameron, where I interview so many different people. I really love it. I love getting to find out what makes people tick and how faith and freedom is so important to them. And I have some amazing guests coming up. So yes, you can watch the show in its entirety on Rumble, or each individual segment on Real America's Voice. Oh, Kevin, I love you. You're so great. Okay, go ahead. Make my show number one. Go ahead, make my day. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I see your comment, Brenda. All right, guys. Somebody posted this. Rumble.com website for Rav is real. That's great. Yeah, you can go to rumble.com/Real America's Voice and watch 10 a.m. Eastern, Faith and Freedom. Thank you very much for posting that, Wesley. Or you can go on realamericasvoice.com and watch it on the app. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. I wanted to also say, because this came up with my interview on Chris when I was doing it on his show. There are a lot of things going on in the world today. He's going through some health issues, and he's a guy that's happy and buoyant, and he was feeling a little depressed. And I think that's the enemy. trying to get to us, to kill. The enemy wants to kill, steal, or destroy, right? How can he do that? Through doubt, through depression. I mean, look what happened to Job in the Bible. We cannot lose faith. All of these things that are going on in the world, I believe, are distractions. Somebody sent me this, and I haven't had a chance to confirm it. So maybe somebody can check this out for me, and I'll wait just a second. So Sam Smith, you know, that performance he did at the Grammys, right? While that was going on, is it true? I'll let you guys be the journalists, right? Is it true? You find this out. You Google this right now, and I'm going to wait for a second. Is it true that when Sam Smith was doing that performance, that's when the Ohio train derailment happened? Somebody play the Jeopardy music. I will wait. You guys be the journalists, because I'm getting in trouble. And hey, Teresa, I feel like he is already loose and affecting each and every one of us every day. Hey, Janet, thank you so much. Hey, Rose, nice to see you too. So did anybody find that? I'm looking at the comments now. I'm going to wait. Yeah. I don't know if I'll get banned for posting comments. Will I? Central Florida here. Hey there. How are you, Edward? Edward Kendrick, so happy that you're here. Oh, Brent says he's working with my son, Rocco. That's awesome. Thank you, Brent. I'm so glad. Okay, what else? So, all right, look up the latest on, Kevin says, look up the latest on the balloon. Not spying on us. Yeah, that there's a whole nother thing going on the balloons. And why did it take them so long to shoot it down? Yeah, that's interesting. Was it a test? Hey, from Bay City, how are you? There is an amazing restaurant in Bay City. It has Polish food, and I'm part Polish. I don't know how much. I'm pretty much a mutt, but I have a little bit of Polish in me. But it's an amazing food. You probably know what it is. Okay. I'm still waiting to see if anybody found out what I just posted. Ted with a shot. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Hey, from New Jersey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Michael. Love your new show. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to wait just a sec. Yes, there is so much going on. My head is spinning. That's why I have to literally take a mental note, because all day long I'm like this. My neck is sore. Okay. All right, guys. Yes, I agree, Bruce. One of my prayers that I pray several times a day is for wisdom and discernment. And I believe that we have to ask God for wisdom and discernment, ask God for more grace. We have all sinned. We have all fallen short. There's no way we can measure up to Jesus. But if we have Jesus in our life and we focus on God, we focus on trying to be healthy, trying to share what we know with other people. And that's why I wrote this book, why my book Killer House is coming out very soon, to help other people. I think that's why we are all here. Okay, let's see if anybody, never catch you live. Well, you did now, sister. You did now. Okay, why would they need good afternoon, Bob? Replying to Kevin Scholl. Okay, I need to see. Hey, Detroit. We're going to be there soon. Hey, Joseph, so glad that you are joining us. I'm born, as you probably know, born and raised in Detroit. Oh, this is a good one. Nothing good. Nothing good. Maybe I'll get into that in my show on Sunday. Okay, I'm going to give you guys one last moment to see if anybody responded. I couldn't find one thing about. Okay, look at the day of the Grammys, what was the day of the Ohio train derailment? Was it the same day as the Grammys? Okay. There you go. Just saying. Just saying. So the point is, are all of these things distractions? Again, I said, how do you destroy a country from the inside out? You distract them, you get them confused. You talk about, things that we shouldn't be talking about. We should be focusing on our families, focusing on our children. Since when I was growing up, it's reading, writing, arithmetic. Do you think that in China they're worried about, first of all, would Sam Smith be able to perform in North Korea? I think not. Or China? I think not. Oh, you work for a Jason Hartless band in Detroit. Okay, I told you guys this. I don't even know if Jason knows this, because Jason Hartless is Ted's amazing drummer. This is Ted's last tour. So get your tickets as soon as they go on sale. This is his last tour. He's calling it Adios, amigo. Okay, so I got to look up these comments about what I was. No, I'm not saying that it's the performance caused it. Hey, Rochelle, how are you? Yay! I don't think I've ever seen you on here live during one of my lives. How are you? We need to catch up. Call me. So, I don't think the performance caused it. What I'm saying is it's a distraction. We're being distracted by so many different things right now. The border. How many millions of fighting-aged men came into our country? Ukraine. Did we forget about what happened in Afghanistan? There is so much going on. It's all I think a lot of this is a distraction. I'm not saying it's not true. It's not happening. How do you destroy a country? How do you destroy your health? Little things. It starts with little things. Same thing with the country. How do you have a war without actually going to war? You divide the country. You pit them against each other. And again, Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He's pitting brother against brother, sister against brother, pitting us against each other, trying to divide us and separate us when God wants us to love one another. Sure, we all have differences. Absolutely. About little things, about big things. But it doesn't prevent us, here's the way that I look at things. Got to get a sip of water. Here's the way that I look at things. If there was, and I see this on the news every day, there was somebody, a football player who saw a car crash. He was in an Uber in Austin going to a football practice. I can't remember his name. He was in an Uber coming from the football practice in an Uber, and there was a car that had caught on fire. The Uber driver stopped the car and was like, I'm going to help this guy. And so the football player, famous football player, I apologize, I don't know who it is. Maybe you guys do. You've heard about it too. They got this guy out of the car. The car's half on fire. So number one, you're like, is the car good? Are we going to catch on fire? Is it going to blow up? What's going on? Who would you not stop? I don't care who it is. I would stop and help them. Would you stop and help and rescue a dog? Yes. So that's what I believe is loving our neighbors. That's what I believe that commandment is, to love the neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself. I would stop and help anybody. I'm not going to stop and go, are you Republican or Democrat? Yeah, well, I'm not going to. Are you this or that? Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy, to destroy and divide us, to pit us against each other. Okay, let me see what the comments are. Please repeat the last 5 minutes. I was distracted. That's funny. Oh. That's funny. Okay. Um, God works through people. Yes, this is true, Bruce. God works through people, but so does Satan. Pick a side. Absolutely. Pick a side. Okay. February 3rd. Okay. Oh, so, okay. So this clarifies it. Janet said train wreck was on February 3rd, but it was never in the news, right? I'm not saying, obviously, Sam Smith has to, you got to rehearse all that, right? There's a lot of rehearsal going on for all of that. But it is, would you not agree with me? That was a demonic performance, mocking God. Yes or no? Answer the question. No. Anyways, okay. I'm going to let you guys go. Ponder all of those things. Join me every Sunday, 10 a.m. on realamericasvoice.com or Rumble and join in the chat. You can get the app, Real America's Voice app, which I didn't even know we had. But I interview guests. I love to talk to people and find out what makes them tick. And I interview some amazing people. Ted is on my show Sunday. You never know what he's going to say. He's got 2 segments. Get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a rough ride. All right, guys, have a great day. Make it a great day. Do something healthy and happy for you today because we cannot continue to do God's good work unless we are healthy. I love you guys. I really do, each and every one of you. And I would help if you were in a car accident and your car caught on fire. I would help you. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.